Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a Chinese girlfriend? Do you like Chinese women? Hey, have you gained weight? Welcome to
Finding
China.
So, you've been here in China for how long?
2 años.
2 years?
Yeah.
And how are you finding it?
I love China.
Yeah? What are some of the culture shock that you experienced when you first got here?
I mean, honestly, I still experience them. I think the way that people talk with me.
What are some weird questions that you got asked?
So when people, they come up to me and they haven't seen me for a while, they're like, oh my god, 你是不是胖了? Which means have you gotten...
really rude.
Yeah, have you gotten fat?
That's a big no-no, right?
Yeah, but then I'm thinking to myself yeah, I have gotten fat, and how kind of you to notice. Another thing is, if you didn't know this, I'm gay. And so as a gay man in China, a lot of people will be like, oh, 你有女朋友吗? It's like, do you have a girlfriend? How do you respond to that? No, I'm gay. So if I'm at work and or a business dinner and the boss is like, oh, you like Chinese women, huh? I would literally get stage fright. I didn't know what to say. I'd be like, oh, but now I'm just kind of in acting mode. I'm just yeah, about those Chinese ladies.
So in the West, you wouldn't normally ask people whether they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend because you wouldn't want to assume that their sexual orientation, right?
It's a dangerous topic, I think.
It is.
I mean, I think it's about having the social skills to interact with people. Political correctness right now is a huge topic, right? Being mindful of other people in general, I think, is quite important. I get asked a lot by taxi drivers how much money I make.
Okay.
I'll be like, oh, you're pretty good at speaking Chinese. What do you do here? Oh, how much money do you make? So guess, do I share my salary with them?
Yes, you do.
I do. When I was applying for my current job in China, they asked me, they said, hey, how old are you? A lot of Chinese nationals can't really tell how old Westerners are just by looking at us, right? So I have a beard, I'm a bigger guy. My response to them was, 你猜, guess, right? Which is kind of strategic. And so oh, you can't be any older than 35. And first of all, I'm that's offensive because I'm only 28. I think from a Chinese perspective, do you think that I should answer these questions differently?
Well, I think more and more of us, because we are already influenced by the Western culture, and we definitely know the concept of being politically correct, especially when you're with someone who you don't know much yet.
Yeah.
So I think these kind of questions will be asked less and less. It's just how Chinese people are trying to break the ice almost.
I definitely appreciate those aspects of Chinese culture. And again, I'm living in China. I mean, I don't expect people to treat me differently because I am a foreigner, right? That's about the experience of living in China and getting to embrace the culture and the language and everything at one time. Is there anything that you're asked when you're abroad that makes you feel uncomfortable?
Some uncommon question that you wouldn't be asking in China is how old are you? That's kind of, it's contrary to yours. When you're in a social setting, you wouldn't want to ask that question.
Yeah.
But in the West, I think it's a very comfortable question to ask. Because age doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it doesn't define you.
There's this内外, insider, outsider culture in China that perhaps we don't have as much in the West. When you are interacting with people, just kind of be aware of their cultural backgrounds, right? And how you're greeting them. But at the same time, if you are being greeted in these ways, don't be offended. Just, roll with the punches. Embrace the culture.